Good day and welcome back. I want to talk about something that I think becomes a huge source of frustration for a lot of people because, a lot of times they see somebody else's horse doing something and they think, oh man, I want my horse to be able to do that just as well. Well, that might not happen because the fact is every one of them is completely different. My own three here, man, talk about three different horses. Personality-wise, these three characters here, they're about as different as they can get. Well, that guy back there, he's not mine, but we're playing with him a bit today too. He's yet different again, very different. All different, and they all have strengths and weaknesses, and your horse might have strengths and weaknesses too. Now, you might want your horse to do what somebody else's horse can do. That's okay, nothing wrong with that, but don't get disappointed if it doesn't work out, because just like humans, horses are all unique, no two are alike, and they all have strengths and weaknesses. Now, your horse might not be able to do what their horse does. It may do it very, very poorly. It may take a long time to even get it to do it at all. On the other hand, it might end up doing it better. Who knows? But it's one of those things. But don't expect your horse to be like somebody else's horse. Your horse is unique. All four of these horses, very unique. And I'm telling you, if you knew these horses, believe me, they're all very, very different. And as you know, I do a lot of liberty work, and most of what you see is I have them free lunging around me, 3 or 4 at a time. And you see that a lot simply because that's what's easiest to film. Well, so anyhow, but that's not all we do. We do quite a few other things too. And each one of these horses does different things better. Now, slaloming through the poles, back and forth. That'd be the new girl. That'd be Jean. She actually does that the best. Even though she's done it far less than the other two, she does it better. She does a real nice job of that. Free jumping. Well, I think Molly would be at the top of the class for that one. Side pass over the barrel. Little girl. And we do at least a half dozen other things as well. And it all varies as to which one does it better. Because no two are alike, and I don't expect all three of these to be exactly as good at everything as the other. I expect they're going to be all unique, and they're going to have strengths and weaknesses. And, that guy back there, I seldom use him for doing my liberty work, but, he can do the poles too. It was pretty easy. I just asked him to do it, and he did it. But he's a really good horse for riding. He's a real steady Eddie for riding. He excels in that department. Not as much for the liberty stuff, but there's a lot of things he's really good at too. So they all have their strengths and weaknesses. No two are alike. So don't get disappointed if you expect your horse to be like somebody else's, and it doesn't pan out that way, in spite of all your best efforts, because it just might not happen because that's not what your horse excels at. Your horse might turn out to be far better at something else. Just like I'm never going to be Tom Cruise, but that's okay because I'm a really good Max, and I'm really good at that. That's what I do best. And there's things that I do that I'm pretty sure Tom Cruise can't do. So, no two are alike. Don't compare. Don't have your expectations to be, like I said, I don't expect any one of these to be like the other. That's just not going to happen. And your horse is not going to be like somebody else's horse. Nothing wrong with having some goals, and you want to teach it something that you see another horse doing. That's okay, but don't get frustrated and disappointed if it doesn't work out that your horse does it not quite as good as theirs, because maybe that's just not its gig. But someday you'll figure out what it is, and when you do, it's going to excel at it, and it's going to be a beautiful thing. So have a good day.